Hi, my name is Lavonda. I'm with Homeschoolific, and I am coming today because I want to talk about a B word that we all say all the time that we want, and we're all striving for, and that B word is balance. I am learning as a working homeschooling mom that I don't know that that's the real thing. I'm just gonna be honest. So what I'm realizing is, like, when we think of balance, we think that everything's kind of like getting a good amount of our time. We're giving it about the same type of energy and enthusiasm, and that's not always the case, especially as a working mom, right? As a working homeschooling mom, especially. What I'm learning more than anything is that I'm juggling. I'm juggling it all, and sometimes the balls fall, and I'll pick up a ball and toss it back in the air, and it's really more of a juggling act. When I really think about balance, I see like this, the scales and everything's, even, and everybody's getting the best of what I can give them in the same amount. And to be quite honest, that's not what I want. And so I'm really, really focused on setting boundaries, because when I try to balance it, either something happens so that my job starts to get the best of me and my family suffers a bit, or when I start to see that, I'm like, no, my family deserves my best. So my family gets the best of me and my job starts to suffer. And so what I'm learning is to set boundaries. And so that's what I've done. I've set boundaries with my time for work, and after a certain time, I'm done. I don't go back. It belongs to my family, my kids, and our homeschool time. I am learning that this is important. And when I was homeschooling, I had less boundaries. I will say that. So if something pulled our time, it was because, like, we got to go and do this fun thing, and we got to do, meet a friend somewhere. Like, the day before, they call, like, hey, you guys want to go to the museum for? Yes, let's do it. We'll adjust our day. And so our days don't look like that as much anymore because I have to work. And so the boundaries part is so important. So even if I don't want my family to miss out, I don't want our homeschool to miss out on those treasured times, because it seems like work feels more important than going on a field trip, right? And that's not true. And so I'm learning to set boundaries, like, okay, I need to take this time away to go so we can do this field trip, so we can do these things, so we can have this time together. My job needs, work needs to stop at this time so I can go and teach our kids and I've made adjustments to our school time and what our days look like, what our school days look like because of work. It is not, our typical schedule that we would have normally. And so, like, even setting boundaries with outside commitments is a thing, right? Because you want to volunteer. I love volunteering and helping with as much as we can. But look, our time is precious. And our time with my kids, my time with my family, my time with my God, right, is just so much more precious. And so those are the things that I'm prioritizing first: God and my family, and then obviously our homeschool included in that, and then work, and then time with other people. And so I'm managing those things. And so I'm learning boundaries. And this juggling act is getting a bit more smoother. Before, there were many balls dropping. Many balls were dropping. And so there's a lot less balls dropping these days as I juggle, because of the boundaries. And so setting boundaries has been a big, big deal. And so if I can encourage you, homeschool, working mom, it's to set boundaries. So I hope this helps someone. It's what I'm learning along the way. And quite honestly, it took me like 8 months. Like 8 months of trying to figure out this thing called boundaries, and stopping one thing, and saying that that's enough and I don't go back to this thing. Like, if work is done, then it's done. And my family deserves that the rest of that time. And so not letting things kind of blend over as they can do. And sometimes I'll see it trying to creep in and I stop it right away. Like, no, that's it. I'm done. I won't go back. And so the overachiever in me wants to like knock it all out of the park. But I'm like, you know what? I'm batting 90 and I think that's pretty good. So I just want to encourage you all, set boundaries in your life with work, especially. They'll always find someone to replace you, but your family, your children, that time with your kids and homeschooling, you cannot replace that. And so be encouraged. It's encouraging me every day. I'm learning to set these boundaries more and more and to cut it off. And that's it. I don't answer any calls. I don't reply to emails. Whatever is done or not done, we'll wait till the next day. And so that work will always be calling. And I want to give my best to my job within the boundaries that we've agreed upon, right? So hope this encourages you all, and to know that you're doing a great job. If you're juggling all this, it is not easy, but it gets easier as the line in the sand is drawn, right? So thanks for watching. Comment below if you're a working homeschooling mom and you want more working homeschooling mom content. That's kind of probably what I'm going to be doing for the majority of the time. And I'm going to be showing you all how I've rescheduled our school days. I'll start doing day in the life videos for our homeschool and what my mornings look like. I'm going to talk to you all and start filming videos about how I'm balancing homemaking and homeschooling and work. And it involves a lot of planning, a lot of planning, and God forbid I fall behind. And so, and lots of grace. And so my family gives me that, and I appreciate that. I think, we always try and set the bar really high for ourselves, and nobody's necessarily asking for that super, super high bar. But I think love compels you to shoot for the stars, right? Now that I'm a working homeschooling mom, I want to encourage other people who are doing this in this journey. This is my 10th year homeschooling, and it almost feels like this last year I had to I was starting from scratch. That's what it felt like, and I don't know why. I know why. Work kind of threw this extra thing in there, and I wasn't quite prepared for it. But I want to share the journey. I want to encourage others, and I like for us to build this community. I know that Diana is also working too. Like, there's tips that we can give, tips that we'll receive very well. And I hope that this will encourage someone else who's doing this to know that you can do it, that you're not alone, and that we're out here doing the best we can for our families. And that's the thing that matters the most. So I will see you all in the next video, and thank you for watching.